Hey, what's up, everyone? I'm going to be giving you guys a quick overview of how to use Atlas. Atlas is basically an AI smart contract IDE, so you can tell it to write you contracts or to add functions, and it helps you basically write it much faster. So you can come to our website, atlaszk.com, and you click Start Building. This is going to take you to our editor. I think I already have a project open, but you can come to Projects, click New Project. You can create whatever you want. We'll just call this one Hello World. So this is basically like a basic Hello World contract. It just stores this one variable and you can increment it. You can hit this run button and this will compile and deploy it for you. And so this is deploying it to like a virtual blockchain that's running in the browser. And you have a bunch of test accounts here, so you can send money to it or do whatever you want. So here, just testing it out, we can call this run function a bunch of times. And this basically increments this stored integer state, so you can see the state of your contract updating in real time. Cool, so let's do something else. Let's use the Copilot, which is like our AI functionality to help us write a contract. So we have this new ERC20 token now. I can create a new file with it. And this is basically just a very simple OpenZeppelin ERC20. It's going to just call the mint function. And I can pass in a supply, so 50. And now I have this token that has all the functions that this OpenZeppelin contract has. And so we can look into that. What is it? What's implemented? What's the default functionality here if we want? We can also start adding new functions to this. So now we have this new contract that has this whitelist functionality, so let's test it out. Can deploy it. It's going to ask me for some initial supply. Can define that. And then now I'm going to add this other account to the whitelist. But I need to be the deployer in order to add people to a whitelist. So I'm going to do that, add to whitelist, this account. Great, and then now let's try and mint to this address. Great, we succeeded, and so now we can confirm the balance of this address that we just minted to is 50. So this works great. This is all running on a virtual blockchain in the browser. Now let's actually deploy this to a live network. So we can switch the environment here to MetaMask. And now we can pick whatever network we want. So let's go and switch to Goerli and we can deploy it there. So again, all you have to do is just press run and it's going to handle deployment for you after you sign the transaction. And just like that, yeah, we've deployed now to a live network. This is on now the Ethereum Goerli testnet, and the same thing as this. You can interact with all the functions, the write and read functions from here. You can get the contract ABI right here if you want to implement it in a front end. So this is useful for if you're working on a hackathon project and you need to have it in your JavaScript code. And you can check out actually the contract in the block explorer right here, and you can watch transactions happen. And this is the contract code for you, the bytecode. We actually verify it for you, so it takes a second, but here we go. We just refresh the page and your contract code is fully verified as well. So I think that's the main summary of Atlas. We have this like very easy to use editor. You can iterate back and forth, test the functionality, use this Copilot on the right to help you get started on contracts or add functionality. And then you can also actually build on templates of other projects. So you can do something like go to Cookbook Dev, which is kind of like a package manager for smart contracts. You can find any contracts here. Let's say you want to use the Azuki NFT, for example, and you can go ahead and open this in Atlas and it'll be ready for you to run and interact with. One more thing, you can actually also go to blockchains websites like, for example, ZK Sync. And they have, if you're interested in hacking around with smart contract wallets, they have it implemented natively in their project. And so you can go to one of these tutorials like daily spending account limit. They have this really long tutorial on how to get started, but you can again actually just run this in a couple clicks by opening Atlas. So you can get started with this and build on top of it, whatever is exciting to you. If you have any questions about using Atlas, feel free to join the Discord and reach out. We have the link to the Twitter and Discord in the bottom left of the app. We are pretty active there, so happy to respond and help out with anything. But yeah, appreciate any feedback.